Let's get this going. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. What's good? What's going on, man? Salute to everybody tuning into this live, man. You know what I mean? You'll probably catch this on the playback. Um, yeah, man, it's the first live on this actual channel here, man. I appreciate everybody that's actually subscribed to the channel. Salute to everybody, that this content comes across by. I really appreciate it. So we're gonna have some discussions on here, man. So y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. You know what I mean? Let's get into it, man. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. Who currently right now is the queen of hip hop? Who's currently the queen of hip hop? You know what I'm saying? Like, Cardi B recently just released, her second sophomore album, Am I the Drama? A lot of drama been sparkulating, from the songs on this album, the rollout from this album. Was she going to be able to deliver on this particular album? And to be honest with you, if you listen to the peers and people, feedback, they loving the album. I haven't really heard too much negative criticism as far as the album. People will have, certain comments like Cardi B's flow and, or they'll have criticisms that she has a writer and things of that nature. But, for the most part, if you have a conversation with the fans, like the consumers, the people that listen to the radio, the people that stream, the people that buy music, they love the album, bro. They love the album from beginning to end. Listen, I done put reviews up. I done put questionnaires up. A lot of people fuck with Cardi B's album. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I was very impressed with the album. You know what I'm saying? From the sequencing, the records. I like the way she kind of switched up her flow on certain songs. Even some of the features. When I saw the track list, I was a little skeptical. When I saw Lizzo, I saw the Janet Jackson. I was like, okay, what type of Janet? You got Janet on here. This should be something. Who else? Kalani. I knew Kalani would probably be a good record. The Summer Walker records, those were really, she hit those out the park. But I didn't really see too many like hip hop. That's why I was like, damn, like for Cardi B to really like not drop a sophomore album in like 7-8 years, for her to pretty much just do features, but do hot features. Like Cardi B was on like the Gorilla single, Lotto singles and stuff like that. And she was really getting off. So for her to not really have Lotto or, Gorilla, you know what I'm saying, on her album was like, damn, I know she had Meg Thee Stallion, but that's an older record. You know what I'm saying? Everybody heard that record, and that wasn't really like a real outlandish type of record where it did significant numbers, in my personal opinion. Who that? Salute to you. Salute. Oh, she said, where you from? I'm originally from Hartford, Connecticut, but I currently reside in North Carolina, man. Salute to everybody in North Carolina. Put in the chat where you from. You know what I'm saying? Let me know where y'all from. But yeah, Cardi B, you know what I mean? She really did her thing. And a lot of people, are very critical of her because she has writers. Now listen to me, like, this has been an open door policy here. There's been no secret that the girl got writers. She got a writing camp. This is why I didn't like when people would have this conversation trying to compare her to Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? You have one artist that's, makes great music, talented, but has a plethora of writers. You know what I'm saying? Plethora of writers and producers. When you have one other artist that's, very talented, has a significant bodies of work, classic songs, classic albums, classic features, and doesn't have a writing team. May have some really great producers, but doesn't have a writing team. So for me, I was just like, y'all trying to compare these two females. It's two different brackets. You can't even, it's no comparison. You know what I'm saying? That's like when people would say like Drake is like the #1 guy in the game, but when he got exposed for having like Quentin Miller and all these guys, ghostwriting and doing reference tracks and all that really took away a lot of credibility from him. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of put Cardi B not so much in the kind of the same predicament. Only thing with Cardi is like she never shied from it. But now Cardi's also saying that she's actually writing some of her material too. So when you get into that bag, it's like, okay, we already know you got writers. Now it's just like, can you master the ability of saying the shit properly? Because I feel like that's the thing where she really struggled at. She wasn't saying the like she she struggles with her pronunciation. You know, Cardi B is not the most smartest individual in the book when it comes to like reading and, you know what I mean, talking the proper way. You know, so, and that's no shot to her, you know what I'm saying? That's just who she is. Who's that? Lola Boo. Salute, salute. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Where y'all from? Put where y'all from in the chat. But before I get deeper in the conversation, put in the chat, who do y'all currently feel right now is the queen of hip hop? Is it Nicki Minaj or Cardi B? Put it in the chat for me. You know what I'm saying? Salute Barbara. Barbara says hi from Barbara from Connecticut. Oh, salute Barbara. Okay, salute Barbara. You know what I mean? I'm from Hartford. Put where you from? What part of Connecticut you from? Salute to you. So yeah, y'all put in the chat for me, Cardi B or Nicki Minaj. Who is currently the queen of hip hop right now? Put in the chat. So we got the results back from Cardi B's album, right? So Cardi B did 200,000. She did 200,000 copies, and she sold about 90,000 copies physical. So this is like physical purchases. These were people that actually went to iTunes and bought the album. People that went to Target, Walmart, and actually bought the actual project. So for me, her being such a global superstar and stuff like that, I mean, 200,000, that's not a bad number in this climate. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad number, but she had to work extremely hard to get that specific number. Big Earn, salute to you. Appreciate it. Y'all let me know where y'all from in the chat. Yo, I didn't know, like, so when I started like listening to, you know, just the different, you know, music reviews and different bloggers and reading different tutorials about people talking about the actual album, one thing I did not know is that Cardi B's album was on iTunes for $4.99. For $4.99. When have you ever heard a superstar album, the full album? And I'm talking when you get on iTunes, right? When you purchase an album on iTunes, you're not only just getting the songs, you're getting all the music videos, like you're getting everything, you know, which I think is super, super dope. But she was selling it for $4.99, bro. $4.99. I'm just like, bro, at that case, I mean, you know, if you're selling at that pace, you should have sold a boatload of albums. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would people, I mean, yeah, people gonna stream the album, but if they can get your full body album for $4.99, that's nothing. That's nothing. Kyron, salute. Double tap the middle of the screen for me, y'all. If y'all ain't here in the vertical feed, double tap, hit the likes for me. I just thought that was kind of absurd, you know? And then I'm looking at the marketing and the promo for this album. You know, she's on the street corners, like trying to sell her stuff like a bootlegger. She's on the train. She's saying, yo, buy my album to support my kids. Like, she took like a real comedian side with the marketing, but it was also like, yo, I'm putting it straight in your face. And she had like 4 different album covers. I'm just like, God damn. And I didn't know if these were like limited edition, special edition projects. Like, I couldn't tell, you know what I'm saying? But she really, really worked hard. And on top of that, she's pregnant. And she also released a tour, you know what I'm saying? So she did, like, her team did a phenomenal job as far as rolling out this project, introducing, you know what I'm saying, like what's to come once it drops. Like, if you're a Cardi B fan, it's like, there's no reason why you would not go out there and support and get the album. My personal opinion, you know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I'm just like, yo, you selling the album for $4.99, and you mean to tell me you couldn't do like 300, 400,000? Like, her first album, I think it did like 260 or like 250 or something like that. Like the first album, Invasion of Privacy. So I'm just like, okay, it's been a long while. And the singles that she actually did drop, she dropped WAP, she dropped Imaginary Players, she dropped I'm Outside. None of these records really charted. Like, none of them charted. Nothing like a Bodak. So on the outside, let me turn this light on real quick, y'all, because it's a little dark. Let me turn the light on real quick. It's a little dark. Turn the light on real quick. Oh, probably should turn my other outside light on. Okay. Okay. It's starting to get dark out here, man. Okay. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So where was I at? The album, the rollout. So I'm just like, okay, you signed the album for $4.99. You haven't really dropped that album in like 7-8 years. Okay, you did remarkable as far as keeping your presence out there. Still touring, still doing features and things of that nature. So I feel like she did a great job as far as, her team, as far as when it comes to that particular area. But I don't know, like I was expecting maybe, well, I don't know. I can't even say I expect, because those singles, that's why I was at the singles. The singles weren't really performing that well. So a lot of people were like, yo, is this album gonna sell? Is this really gonna do numbers? You know what I'm saying? And for me, I didn't think she was gonna do astronomical numbers, because for me, I felt like that whole ratchet Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? Like the talking ignorant and like, you know what I mean? The overly selling of sexuality. For me, that wave is kind of like, people are kind of over that. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of over that. And that's why I feel like girls like Lotto and stuff like that, yeah, they may get views, but is they shit really selling? You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, Cardi, you didn't drop all this time. I feel like that wave is starting to like kind of pass now. Like we're really getting into bars. We're really getting into like thought-provoking music that's really going to challenge you, music that's going to inspire you. Either get some money, you know what I mean, take care of your kids, start a new business, whatever the case may be. I feel like we're moving more so in that space when it comes to the music. Now, with her, dropping, I thought Imaginary Players wasn't that bad to me. I thought that was like, okay, she's stepping outside her element and she kind of popping her shit. So I thought maybe, okay, maybe that single might really go. It didn't go. And so she sold 200,000. Now, a lot of people are saying because she couldn't outsell Nicki Minaj from her previous last album, I think it was the next Black Friday, or I can't remember the exact name. Y'all gonna butcher in the comments, but I'm pretty sure y'all tell me it was one of the Pink Fridays. But I think Nicki did like 245 or something like that, and I think Cardi fell like 30-40,000 short. So people are pretty much saying unanimously, Nicki Minaj is still the queen, you know what I'm saying, of hip hop. And, like I said, I've had my criticism and critiques of Nicki Minaj too. I do feel like a lot of Nicki Minaj's music is kind of redundant. It's kind of the same shit, the same kind of flow, the same content. She's talking about the same shit. These bitches, these dad, these my sons, and all this and that. It's like, I haven't really heard any like growth and elevation from Nicki Minaj, from her pen per se. You're married, you got children, you done been through lawsuits, your relationship with Birdman, Drake, you know what I'm saying, Cash Money. Like, we need to hear more stories about this, you know what I'm saying, and stuff that's been in the tabloids. We need to hear more vulnerable records like that, because I'm gonna be honest with you, like, for me, I want to hear Nicki back on that Come Up DVD. That's the Nicki like I like. And I feel like we're never gonna really get that type of side of Nicki Minaj, to be honest with you. I mean, every now and then she might bless us a little bit, you know what I'm saying, with that particular sound, but for the most part, we're not gonna get that. That shit been said. You know what I'm saying? So we're kind of stuck with what we got. And when I look at the climate of female hip hop, there ain't nothing really out there that me as a man, as a heterosexual male, there's nothing that I'm playing religiously in my whip. I'm playing more older shit. I'm playing MC Light, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm playing shit like that, or I'm playing Lil Kim from like the 90s, Foxy. That's the stuff I'm listening to. I can't really get into like Lotto and like all these, like, I can't get into that. Now, the new Cardi record, I could get into some of them songs. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like the Janet Jackson record, Principle, I like that. The Summer Walker records, both of them, I like those. So it's like a few records on there that I could add to my playlist. It could come on and I ain't gonna change it. I could let it play. But like a lot of Nicki Minaj songs, they not for me. Like, I think the last song Nicki put out that was fire to me, I think it was Seeing Green with Drake and Lil Wayne. That was flawless. They all went crazy on that record, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times her records is more so girls in the LBGTQ community. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. You know what I mean? I can't get fly to that. You know what I'm saying? I can't get dressed. I can't clean my house. And like, and me, like if you follow my channel, you already know what type of lyricists and music that I listen to. I'm more so the lifestyle rap, the Larry June, the Currency, the Big Crit. You know what I'm saying? The Wiz Khalifa, the Dom Kennedy, the Nipsey Hussles, the Dave V's, the Benny the Butcher. Like, that's the type of stuff that I listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like, I want to listen to music that's gonna make me feel good, make me get fresh. Make Raekwon dropping gems about glasses and retro polos and stuff like that. That's the type of music I like to listen to. You know what I'm saying? So, but for me, I like the debates. I like the conversation piece because I want to see. I feel like at first I was against trying to compare these two ladies and having this particular debate, but now I'm looking at it a little bit different. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I feel like this is gonna really push them. This is gonna really push them and push their pen and push their creativity. I feel like 2026, we're gonna really get some phenomenal music from Nicki Minaj. Because I feel like she kind of knows she can't come with that same flow, the same bars. Like, no, you gotta step it up. You gotta step it up. You gotta step it up. And Cardi B, I'ma say to you, you can't drop no sophomore album and don't drop an album for 4 or 5 years. Like, you be pushing 40. Come on. The time we living in now, people dropping records like the top stars, they drop at least 1 or 2 albums a year. And then you got the up and comers, and then you got the people that's in the industry trying to like either maintain their spot or elevate it. They drop it at least 2 to 3 times a year with EPs in the middle. So she thinks she gonna just drop that one project and sail off in the sea. No. Because if you think you selling 200,000 right now is like, damn, this shit is gonna be even lower than that. My personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I'm not opposed to the debate, man. I feel like it's needed. I feel like the debate is definitely needed. It's going to challenge a lot of the girls. And it's a lot of other up-and-coming girls, too. You know what I'm saying? Doing their thing. I know Bia took some crazy shots with Cardi. I like some of Bia's records. JT. Out of the city girls, I like JT. I like her flow. I like her. Trying to think of other girls. Like I said, it's not too many girls out here that's like my cup of tea when it comes to like hip hop. I'm very open-minded from the guys to the females, but like if I start hearing the same flow, the same content, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'm not really rocking with it, in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I feel like Nicki Minaj definitely is still the queen. And not even just the numbers, the longevity, the consistency. Look at the amount of time that she's been here. Look at the amount of time the amount of records that she has under her belt. You know what I'm saying? The moments that she's created, the moments that she's had on songs. Cardi, like, even though Cardi's like been in the game for, going on almost 10 years, you've only put in 2 albums. 2 albums. Like, that's nothing. You got girls like Glorilla that's, cooking, you know what I mean? Dropping hits, touring, really making solidifying a name for herself. So I don't know. Like, I feel like now that she's trying to get the divorce and everything from Offset, she messing with the Stefan Diggs dude. I don't know. After she had his baby, I don't know if she's going to be able to jump right back out there. Like, and I know it's going to be tough trying to tour while you're pregnant as well. I know she did it with her daughter Culture, but that shit ain't easy, bro. That shit ain't easy, man. Who wants to be pregnant out here touring city to city, being on your feet for hours and hours of the day? Like, and I know you're not eating the best of foods too, so I don't know, man. How y'all feel, man? Because I don't see nobody telling me. I don't see Nicki. I don't see Cardi. Like, y'all let me know. Like, talk to me. Like, let me know. Like, who y'all got? You know what I'm saying? Who do y'all have? Y'all got Nicki Minaj right now? Y'all got Cardi B? Because I'm going to bring this same conversation to TikTok. I'm saying a lot of people on TikTok, they got Cardi. But if I go to Twitter, it's a lot of people that got Nicki. So it's like I'm trying to gauge how it is on YouTube, like how, you know what I'm saying, how y'all feeling about it. You know what I'm saying? But definitely on the playback, when y'all listen to this, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I'm definitely gonna be going live a lot more with different thought-provoking topics and things of that nature. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. It's your boy Acito. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.